Tensions are high. Race baiting is at play. Let's get into the race bait game. All right, guys, here's what I think could have happened. I'm going to play the field from both sides of the angle. I will show off black people at their worst, and not a white person at their worst, but how white people be very triggering and very biased. First, we'll start off with this video clip, and I'll try to tie it back in to what I'm trying to race bait.
Hey, you're a very personable guy. I can tell, like, talking to you right now, you're a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
And like, just like you're no matter what you do, even if God forbid this doesn't work out, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Alright, so like, let's say we are gonna watch one of your videos tonight. What would it be? Like, give me one.
What you say, bro?
Yeah. What's your favorite one? Yeah, this is our tailgate, so we'll go on the right. So I can see the fucking TV.
Oh shit! Hey, bro. You don't gotta talk to him like that, bro. He didn't.
I'm just saying, maybe. Hey, can you just move, please?
No, hey, bro. It's okay. Just move.
He doesn't mean like.
It's okay, move, but
I don't mean to be a
no, but I know, but you have to talk to him like that, bro. No. I'm saying this is my guy, though, bro. Like, no, but no, bro. You cursed at him and stuff, bro. All you had to say was, hey, bro, can you please move? It's just respect, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no. He don't mean it like that.
Is he drunk? Is he drunk?
I don't know, but maybe.
I just don't like disrespect, bro. He can talk to me like that. Don't talk to him like that. He's just doing his job.
Hey, we're good. Hey,
let's just respect each other, bro. For sure.
I'm not trying to be. No, yeah.
You cussed at him, bro.
Bro, he's in the fucking way the TV is my tailgate. I can see
you didn't have to cuss at him, though, bro. He's not a child, bro.
What's wrong?
No, he just,
hey, back up. What's the problem?
No, he just cussed on my bro, and I was like,
he said y'all get up. He asked you to get up. Hey, what's wrong?
Is he drunk? Because if he's drunk, then it's okay. I'm not. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
No, nobody was arguing with him or nothing. He just cursed at him like he was a child. I was like, hey, bro, you don't disrespect everybody, you know? No, I'm just explaining to you what happened.
Okay. For sure. Good. Sure. Have a good day.
For sure.
Don't walk up to him.
I'm not walking towards him. I'm walking that way.
Hey, all right, guys. You see the clip. So I'm guessing that was at a tailgate over the weekend recently. And this is how I'm looking at it. When dealing with white guys, which I grew up hanging around white dudes, going to school, playing football, most part of my life have not had really many situations with opposite races. Every now and again you're gonna run into stuff like that. But if you notice in this video, the frat boy, the white guy, was like, get out of the way of the fucking TV. Now, if you hang around enough white guys, especially when they're young like this, talk amongst each other, very douchebaggish, especially like Southern white guys. I grew up in the South, so this is my experience. Southern white dudes with the little booty shorts they wear and the collared shirt, they all dress alike. And this is how they talk. But you see the black dude, you see how he's seen it as very disrespectful. And me coming from the black community and growing up in a black neighborhood, this is a sign of disrespect to the highest. You don't talk to people like that, especially in the black community. A whole cookout will get shot up over that. Somebody get their throat slit. It's just what it is. And should it go that far? No. But we then have to realize that we can't talk to people any old kind of way. And I'm not saying in the Austin Metcalf and Anthony Edwards situation that it should have came to death, but you got people coming from different sides of the aisle across the tracks, and they're dealing with each other. And this is one way or one. This is the way it could have played out. This is just one way it could have played out. Just imagine Austin Metcalf as that douchebag white guy. Not saying Austin Metcalf is, but let's just hypothetically speaking, he's that type of guy. And you know, in the reports it says that he told Anthony Edwards, not Anthony Edwards, but Carmelo Anthony to get up. That's gonna be tough getting that name together. But he told Carmelo Anthony to get up, and from some other reports, it says he was saying it in a threatening manner, like he was gonna force him. And Carmelo Anthony said, "Make me." And you know, he touched him. He said, "If you touch me again, you know, I'm gonna put that thing on you." Where I'm from, and I just know black people. You don't call the bluff, because you know you're gonna push him into a corner, and he's gonna come out swinging. And a lot of us are not taught to just fight. Sometimes, especially in today's time, we're taught to kill. You know, beat him. You know, till he don't move no more. You know, I'm not saying that's right, but that's what it is. And when you got people like that guy in this clip talking to you like that, or may talk to a young black man, a young black minor, and he may be raised from a single mother. I believe his father is in his life, but that emotion that a lot of us can get from our mothers, because especially today's generation. My mother was born in the 50s, so she was not quick to pop off the newer generations that maybe their mothers were born in the 80s and the 90s. But this shows how this could have went, in my opinion. He could have spoke to Carmelo Anthony a little crazy, and it escalated from there, just like in this situation. And you see how, you know, the older gentleman came in and was immediately ready to defend the young white guy. And I understand that could have been his son. He probably knows him. But some will say, oh, he's only defending him because he's white. And probably so. But you have to be situationally aware of where you are. When I was coming up, my mother always said, don't you show out in this store. When you go to school, don't you say this and this and that. Like, when I was coming up, we didn't say the N-word around other people because it just seemed very improper. That was only something that we said in the house or around the neighborhood. But, you know, pop culture and rap and all this other stuff, it's kind of leaked out. You know, people they don't have really any, I guess, clues about themselves. They don't know how to tone it back whenever they get in public. Now, this wasn't that situation, but I know how black people are, and I know even when white people, sometimes they just don't get it. They don't get how to, you know, all of the street slang and stuff. You got to kind of pull it back. But this is how I'm looking at it in this situation. The douchebag white guy in this video is representing Austin Metcalf, and the black dude is representing Carmelo Anthony, and that's how it could have went. Fortunately, in this situation, the young black kid was a lot more reasonable in the situation and handled it better. But let's sweep to the other aisle. Let's see how it could have went the other way. Let's play this clip.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Stop filming. What's wrong with you? Stop filming.
You have a. Oh my god!
Look how they taking money at Dunkin' Donuts, y'all. Like, come on, man. What is this?
It's crazy.
Straight bulletproof glass through the whole thing, man. I mean, you can't even breathe on these people. Look how sealed this is. This is a professional seal. Like, you can't even talk to these people barely. Appreciate you, man. Getting up every day and seeing something like this, bro, that do something to your mental up here. It tell you, like, this how you feed animals in a zoo, gang. Like, that's pretty much what it's telling your mentality. Like, I don't trust you. You feel what I'm saying? At what point do we be like, we tired of getting treated like animals, tired of getting treated like this? Like, bro, like, you telling me I can't even hand you my money, gang? Like, bro, like, the people who be owning these don't be from the community. They don't be from the city. They don't. You grow up, imagine you see this every day for your whole life. And then you go to someplace else and you see them handing the money. You gonna think something wrong with you, gang. Like, it's crazy mentality.
All right, y'all see in both clips, I know you're wondering, how does these clips go together and what do they have to do with the situation? You see in the first clip with the two young ladies speaking, I wouldn't even call one a lady, but you see one of them speaking about killing babies, aborting. She's passionate about it. Okay, fine. We won't even go into that topic. We won't dive into that. But just simple dialogue, is especially amongst black people, especially when you see emotional black people like this. You see how this black woman is emotional and cannot handle her impulse control. This is what young black men are subjugated to daily, especially if they don't have fathers. And it's come to the point that so many of us are used to this, and even if the man is in the home, he's still dealing with this. Still dealing with this type of one. So in the next clip, you see the guy at the Dunkin' Donuts, and he's talking about how you got to get the food through a barrier because the people don't trust you. The result of getting the food through the barrier is young black men, primarily coming from these type of households of these mothers, talking crazy, low impulse control. They'll punch you in a quick minute if things don't go their way. So I'm tying it back in to Carmelo Anthony. This is probably what happened. It could have happened this way. A lot of young black men don't like correction because they're not steered correctly, because they only know the direction of a woman who doesn't like the direction of a man. She doesn't want to be corrected by men. Therefore, a lot of these young men or young boys do not want to be corrected by men or their peers, and they take anything as a sign of disrespect. Going into that Dunkin' Donuts, you should just be able to deal with the person face to face without a barrier. But because you got people going in there acting crazy, and don't make me play the clips upon clips of black people acting a fool in the restaurants. I mean, I don't even want to do that. But we know how it can be. Now, I'm not saying this is fact with this case, but I'm just playing both sides of the aisle on what it could be. On one hand, it could be the douchebag white guy, talking aggressive, and he had a twin brother, and it sounds like from some of the reports that they both were kind of coming at him. And maybe the Carmelo Anthony knew those guys, from around the way. Who knows? But that could be one hand, or it could be the other, with the low impulse control type of behavior that he may have learned from his home or neighborhood. Even though from what I read, that he is from the Frisco area, or at least he lives in there. He comes from a well-to-do area, sounds like, but I don't know his background just yet. So, but I'm just telling you what it could be, because I know you're dealing with a lot of black women, or just single parents. Some black women aren't even like that, but they can't properly guide a young man or a young boy to be a man and how to handle himself in the world. It could be either way. We don't know the facts yet, but we will soon. But y'all let me know in the comment section below. Is it because of the black boy's young adolescence, bad behavior that maybe he learned from, home, single parents, or a bad mother, or lack of father? Or is it Austin Metcalf being a bully, douchebag white guy, kind of had some entitlement? But y'all let me know in the comment section below. I'll get back at y'all in another video and I'm gone. Peace.